Hello everyone, I am Harshla Ghat, Assistant Professor, St. Xavier's College, Goa. Today I am presenting module Keys with multi-access. Coming to the outline of this module, we will be discussing usage of multi-access keys by user and also mentioning the advantages of multi-access keys over single-access keys. Learning outcome of this module will be the learner will learn to identify multi-access keys, will understand the use of multi-access keys for identification and know the advantages of multi-access keys over single-access keys. Multi-access keys, also referred in some taxonomic literature as polyclaves. These are multi-entry order free user-oriented keys with many choices of sequence of characters. The sequence in which to use character depends upon the choice of the user. Coming to the types of multi-access keys, edge punch cards, body punch cards and tabular key. In edge punch cards, there is one card for each taxon and the holes are punched all along the edge of the card, one for each character. For each character present in the taxon, the hole is clipped out to form an open notch instead of circular hole along the edge. As you all can see in this slide, there is an image on the right hand side. This is how the structural image of a card, edge punch card looks like. In this case, you all can see the holes punched along the edges and the number of attributes or the characters mentioned may vary. So in this card, you all can see there are some attributes or the characters mentioned on the card, and this card is designed for identification of genus Ranunculus, which belongs to family Ranunculaceae. Again, this concept I have adapted from the textbook which I have referred in preparing the module. On this card, you all can see the holes which are clipped off or clipped out indicates the presence of character in that particular taxa or taxon or the genus, and the holes which are intact represents the characters which are absent in that particular taxa. Coming to the identification of plants using edge punch cards, for actual identification, all cards are held together as a pack. A needle is inserted in the hole corresponding to the first attributes of unknown plant which is decided by the user. As the needle is lifted up, the cards of the taxa containing this character will fall down and those lacking that character will remain in the pack lifted by the needle. The cards which remain on the needle are rejected and the cards falling down are again arranged in a pack and the needle is inserted in the hole corresponding to the next character of the unknown plant. The process is repeated until finally a single card falls down. The taxon which this card represents is the identification of unknown plant. In body punched cards, in the body punch card, the number are printed on the cards corresponding to the taxa for which the identification key is meant. On each card, holes are punched corresponding to the taxa in which the selected character is present. The process of identification involves using one card for one character state. On this slide, you all can see the image of the card, how it appears. Now, in body punch card, one card is used for one attribute or one character. And the numbers which are printed on the card represents the genus. This image I have adapted from the plant taxonomy book by Gurucharan Singh, which I have mentioned in my references. Now on this card, you all can see numbers printed and the holes punched. So the holes punched on the representative number actually represents the presence of the character, whereas the one where the numbers are printed, this particular attribute or the character is found to be absent and in that particular taxa. If you want to proceed with identification part, the user needs to list down the diagnostic character using which one can proceed with identification process. In body punch cards, I have considered example of family Ranunculaceae, 11 cards which are used for constructing key. In the present example, only 7 numbers are used which corresponds to the 7 genera which represents this family Ranunculaceae. Holes are punched at the appropriate position on all cards. For example, on the card showing character about the habit, if it is printed habit Woody, this card will have only one hole punched at number 4 which represents the genus Clematis, and the card habit herbaceous will have holes at number 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 and 7 except at number 4, which correspond to the respective genus. Coming to the identification process using body punch card, the user studies the unknown plant and makes list of characters according to the sequence one wishes and the character that are available for the user. The user starts identification process by picking up the first card concerning the first character from the list of characters of the unknown plant. The next card is picked up from the card concerning the second character from the list and placed above the first card. When the second card is placed above the first one, this will result in closing some holes of the first card and some holes of the second card. Only those holes on the punch card will remain open which correspond to the character which is present. The next subsequent card is placed over the first two and the process is repeated with the additional cards until only one hole is visible through the pack of selected card. The taxon to which this hole corresponds is the identification of unknown plant. Coming to the tabular key, in tabular key, the data is incorporated in tables with taxa along the rows and characters along the column. The characters represented in each taxon are pictured with the help of appropriate symbols or drawings. The attributes or the characters not represented in taxon shows a blank space in the column. A table will have as many rows as taxa and as many columns as the number of attributes for which information is available. You all can have a look of the image of tabular key on this slide. In tabular key, the rows indicates the genus and the characters are written in the column. So the number of columns will depend on the number of attributes reported or recorded for that particular taxa. So in this case, you all can see, if you read the row along the attributes, in Ranunculus, it shows herbaceous type of habit, fruit which is achene, flower part differentiated into calyx corolla, spur is absent, nectary is present. So those columns which are empty, those attributes or those characters are not represented in that particular genus or the taxa. When it comes to identification using tabular key, the identification process begins with strip of paper whose width is equal to each row and vertical lines separated by the width of the column. The attributes present in the unknown plant are pictured on this strip of paper by the user and it is placed towards the top of the table and slowly lowered and compared with each row. The rows with which the entries match represents the identification of unknown plant. Coming to the advantages of multi-access keys over single access keys. In multi-access keys, keys are user oriented, whereas in single access keys, keys are not user oriented, where user cannot decide the sequence to follow the identification process or doesn't have the freedom to select the character for identification. In multi-access keys, many choices of sequence of characters are available, whereas in single access key, fixed sequence of characters are available. In multi-access key, user decides the sequence to use the character for identification, whereas in single access key, author decides the sequence to use the character for identification. In multi-access key, user can go ahead with identification if the information about a few character is not available, whereas in single access key, user cannot proceed with identification if the information about few characters is not available. For example, if plant is not found in fruiting condition and the characters of fruit are not available, one cannot proceed with the single access key if the very first character used in this key is about the fruit. Then in multi-access key, identification can be achieved without having to use all characters available to the user, whereas in single access key, identification can be achieved without having to use all the characters available to the user. These are some of my references which I have referred in order to prepare this module. Thank you.